How is everyone? Okay, so I think I had a couple thoughts that I'm thinking now that I got the actual sleeve that it kind of didn't really matter to me before. But I just wanted to put it out there. Far as if you are overeater just for the fact that you really like food, which is, they say about 2% of the population when they overeat, they just really taste it, because after you have the sleeve, when you take the first bite of food, that's what you get the taste out of. The second bite, it's not gonna taste as good as the first. Like now when you're eating, when you taste a piece of cake, you know, the first piece will be just getting it in your mouth, like, and the second piece is really when you tasting it, getting a full flavor, and the third piece is when you like, this is wonderful. But with the sleeve, it's the opposite. It's like the first bite you take, that's when you get the taste and the full flavor, and then the next bite is just, okay, I'm eating it, you know, like that. And that's why I keep saying, if it's underlying issues besides, hey, I just like food, I want to eat, you might not want the sleeve, because the sleeve, what it is pure restriction. Because I keep hearing different people say, I thought I would be able to eat more. I thought I'd be able to eat more. You're not. And the reason I say that is because, like, a year or something out, they say you can be able to eat more. Like me, I can eat 2.5 to 3.5 ounces of lean protein at a time, right? I can drink about 10 ounces of liquor, just straight drinking, just drinking to be drinking. I can drink about 11 ounces of liquid. If I eat some like lettuce or salad type of stuff, like lettuce and stuff like that, mostly lettuce, I can eat about 4 ounces, and that's like 2 ounces of lettuce and like 2 ounces of protein, because I'm not just going to be eating lettuce, you know. When you have the surgery, they are going to take, some people say 80, some people say 85. I think I got 80% of my stomach gone, so I got like 20% left, right? So if you do the math on that, that show you how little your stomach eats. So, and when you see I know you see the diagram in the doctor's office, you just look at it like, okay, they just cut the hump off. The hump is the biggest part of your stomach. It's gone. Like, they can't reattach it or nothing like the other surgeries. Not the DS, because the DS is a combination of the sleeve and the should have went that other way. Is a combination of the sleeve and the malabsorption portion of the bypass. But like, when you got the bypass, a push come to shove, they might rehook something up. With the sleeve, ain't no haps. Once it's gone, it's gone. You know, it goes in a biohazard bag and goes to wherever they put bio waste. So you might want to wrap your head around, if, I would say, because I don't want to discourage nobody from getting no surgery. I ain't going to be the candidate for that though, because the sleeve the best thing I ever did for myself, you know, because I got PCOS and I'm shaking back finally, and I just feel like so tingly that I'm new, like I done had a good fresh, something like, I guess, baptism or something, like a good fresh dipping or something. You know, I just feel so new. But if food, like I was gonna say, eating food, because for some people it's like that, you know, because it take the place of friends and family, because people, when they think about food, they talk, they say things like, this is beautiful, and they use adjectives that describe people for food. So if eating food for you is orgasmic, you might want to look at it something else. You know, you got to work that out first, because mean you got an underlying issue besides food. Because some people, when they eat cake, it feels like a hug to them. That's the way your body reads it to your head, reads it to you. Is that you feel when they say, like, you'll see like a donut or a cinnamon roll commercial, and they say warm, tingly feeling inside. That is how you feel when you're in love. You know, when you truly head over heels in love, that's how you feel. Warm and tingly inside, you know. So you might want to work that out first, because with the sleeve you can't overeat. You know, you can fill up your sleeve too much and you will throw up, or you will wish you hadn't. You can do that, but far as keep trying to get that hit, that first taste back, it ain't gonna happen. You know, so they always working on these rolls, my Jesus. But yeah, I wanted to so as far as the gastric sleeve, like I say, it's the best thing ever happened to me. It made, you know, because I used to feel sick a lot of days, you know, so because my GERD was so bad that when I eat certain things, it would come back up anyway. So I don't have that problem. I couldn't go to the bathroom by myself. I don't have that problem anymore either. Like some people say they constipated all the time. My pipes is finally working for the first time in my life like they supposed to. Like it was God's design. Like I got a second chance for a new life. That's how I feel about my sleeve. And anybody who thinking about it, just make sure you do prayerful consideration, you know, and talk it over with everybody who is important to you, and take opinions or facts from people who matter. All that extra, it's like this. Just take what you can, and what you can't leave it. You know, want what you take what you want, and want what you take. That's how you do this journey, because a lot of things I hear kind of negative about the sleeve, or most of, you know, far as, and I ain't talking about negative like if you have a leak or something like that. That's not negative. That is a fact that can happen, and it does happen to some people. Now, what I mean negative is like you gonna get too small, you gonna look sick, and all that old kind of stuff. You know, I would take that with a grain of salt, because most people who look dried up and stuff when they have bariatric surgery is sometimes they just can't get their nutrition in. But once they get their foot, you know, they shake back, you know. And that's with anything. When I was 377 pounds, I looked sick. I was just bigger. I wasn't skinny sick, like malnutrition sick, even though I was malnutrition, because I hadn't took a good vitamin. I hadn't ate probably a good meal in years, like a good balanced vitamin rich meal. That's why people who are overweight a certain amount of years, they look so dark, and when they have surgery or they get their health back on track, they get lighter. And that's because you're releasing your body of toxins, you know. So yeah, I just wanted to chat with y'all a little bit. See you later.